all. All right. Today we'll be discussing the conflict resolution approach modeled by Thomas-Kilmann. There are 5 conflict resolution strategies. There's accommodating, avoiding, competing, compromising, and accommodating. We've all chosen one strategy to research. Let's go around. Patrick, what is your strategy and what are some pros and cons?
So I chose the competing conflict style. So what this means, it pretty much just means there's one dominant person attempting to achieve their goals at the expense of other parties involved. Like this person's very power driven, very assertive. They don't take no for an answer. You know, they're not afraid of conflict. They like to win arguments, and they don't really exercise empathy. Some pros and cons you may ask. Well, this style is very quick and efficient. It's usually one person that asserts his or her point of view. They make a quick decision, but then the cons are there's no discussion, there's no collaboration, it affects team building, and it affects other people around you. So the feelings and views of others are rarely considered.
When would this be best to be implemented?
So as an example, I could say it could be a good thing if you're like a lawyer, because you want to compete, you want to win. So I feel like if you're a lawyer, there's a lot of competition going on. You and your clients, or the other lawyer, you just want to win.
So it would be more of a debating strategy, or?
Yeah.
So sort of a fight/debate.
Yeah, it's like a debate. You just want to assert your point of view. Just want to make quick decisions and be quick and efficient and try to achieve your goals as much and as quickly as possible.
Sounds about right. So Ryan, you chose avoidance?
Yeah. So I chose avoidance, and how it looks like is it's a type of people-pleasing behavior. It typically arises from a deep-rooted fear of upsetting others. So, people who respond to conflict this way often expect negative outcomes and find it difficult to trust the other person's reaction. So, in other words, asserting your own personal opinion can be scary or unnerving.
All right. So when would you go about implementing this? What's the best times?
Yeah. Oh, well, you see, I didn't even realize that there would be a good use of this until we discussed it earlier. One of which would be if things are getting out of hand and it's going the direction where it's getting physical or like getting into an actual fight. I think that would be the best time to avoid conflicts.
So physical conflict
Yeah,
and
physical conflict.
Times when you're in danger or when you have some sort of thing to lose.
Exactly.
All right. Well, let's say you chose compromising.
So compromising is really just about finding a middle ground where both parties can win, although they both also tend to lose.
So when would this be a good idea to implement compromise?
So it's best to use it when any emotion can be taken out of the disagreement, so that the outcome isn't affected by those emotions. It is appropriate when collaborating, competing, or avoiding aren't appropriate. And it's important when maintaining amicable relations is more important than the actual outcome of whatever the disagreement is. And it's a good solution if you just need like a really quick resolution between two people, even if it's just temporary.
All right. So it'd be more so a contractual sort of thing, a business transaction, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it could work really well for that because, again, it's going to be, really fact-based, especially if it's for business. But in situations where you need to compromise, such as like a divorce or, trying to decide terms in like a labor dispute, going forward, you still have to have those relationships. So preserving the relationship is going to be more positive in the long run because, if they can both walk away and feel like they both won, nobody lost more than the other, then they can come back to the table, like collaborate in the future. Whereas if they both walk away or either of them walks away feeling like they were treated unfairly, there's probably going to be more conflict in the future. So
the objective is just a logical and fair solution for both parties.
Yeah.
Makes sense. All right. So finally, my conflict resolution strategy was accommodation. So accommodating is sort of like a yes man strategy. It's where you just agree and you go with what it is. It's not really good for when you have something that you need to gain or win an argument. It's more so like customer service. They just like you don't lose, you just help the other party to win. So it'd be more so customer service. You're helping the other party get what they want and you get paid. But ultimately, the goal of the conflict is not you winning, them losing. It's you helping them win. So good times, it'd be when you have not much to lose or when you're in the wrong. And bad would be when there's something that you need to get out or do or win. So that's what I got for it.
We have questions for Erik.
Did you kind of answer all your own questions, Erik?
Yeah. It's sort of like some examples would be apologizing, atoning, helping and assisting, rescheduling, following orders from a manager. It's sort of the antithesis of the competing strategy. Obviously, you're not the dominant one, you're the one taking the orders.
Right.
Okay, so we all had our own research to do and we all researched. And so I guess we're all collaborating on our final project.
Oh yeah, through collaboration, it's like when everyone comes together, we discuss issues or any tensions that may arise. We actively listen to each other and then we try to negotiate a solution where everyone is happy.
Yeah. Patrick's competing is like you want to have like a 100% win for one party, right? Whereas avoidance with Ryan, it's like there's not really an outcome at all, like zero.
Yeah.
For me, I'm trying to get like a 50-50 split for the parties, and for accommodation, you're trying to get 100% for the other person at the cost of yourself, right? But with collaboration, instead of having to split it up, it's like you all add something to the situation and come out with, a better outcome, a bigger outcome. I don't know.
Yeah.
I actually like that, Melissa. Yeah, whatever you said there, Melissa, I was like, oh, this is good.
Let's take it. Run with it.
Collaboration conflict style requires a great deal of time and energy to succeed. Like it requires other people, like other parties, to discuss their perspective, listen to others with an open mind.
So in that case, your competing strategy would be better than the collaboration strategy?
Them is going to be better.
Because it'd be for quicker decisions.
Yeah, but yeah, because I'm just trying to paint a picture that collaboration like requires a lot of energy with like, especially with the people you're working with. Like everyone needs to be listening and have an open mind, and everyone just has to be on the same page instead of one person directing everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's like even if you're like a naturally competitive person or a natural avoiding person, like you should try to keep collaboration in your mind, right? Whereas like it's not always possible to be collaborating 100% of the time, obviously, right? Might be faster for Patrick to compete and get something done right away, or faster to just come up with a quick solution so these two people stop fighting.
That's right.
Yep. It could be quicker to just accommodate the other person or just avoid the conflict altogether.
Just avoid it altogether,
or
run.
come up with some sort of compromise.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I agree with Patrick there. It requires a lot of energy because you need to satisfy everyone's concerns, right?
So everyone has to accommodate everyone.
Yeah. So like with collaboration, I guess all our chosen topics kind of come into play if you think about it.
And that's why it's in the middle.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing it together as a team.
Yeah.
That's why this Thomas-Kilmann thing approach actually makes sense. Hey guys.
Yeah.
It does. Thank you for watching and learning about conflict resolution strategies with us. I've been Erik talking on accommodation, and Patrick,
Talking about competition, conflict style.
Ryan,
Talking about avoidance.
and Melissa.
Do a compromise.
Alrighty then. Like and subscribe.
Thank
Right.
you.